This is the multiple choice questions in analog transmission from the book Data Communications and Networking by Behrouz A. Forouzan. 1 in blank, the amplitude of the carrier signal is varied to create signal elements. Both frequency and phase remain constant. A. PSK. B. BASK. C. FSK. D. QAM. Answer, B. BASK. 2. How many carrier frequencies are used in BPSK? A. 0. B. 1. C. 2. D. None of these. Answer, B. 1. 3. The constellation diagram of 16 QAM has blank dots. A. 4. B. 8. C. 16. D. None of these. Answer, C. 16. 4. AM and FM are examples of blank conversion. A. Analog to analog. B. Digital to digital. C. Analog to digital. D. Digital to analog. Answer, A. Analog to analog. 5. The Federal Communications Commission, FCC, allows blank kilohertz for each FM station. A. 20. B. 100. C. 200. D. None of these. Answer, B. 100. 6. Analog to analog conversion is needed if the available bandwidth is blank. A. Band pass. B. Low pass. C. Either A or B. D. Neither A nor B. Answer, A. Band pass. 7. In blank transmission, the frequency of the carrier signal is modulated to follow the changing voltage level, amplitude, of the modulating signal. The peak amplitude and phase of the carrier signal remain constant, but as the amplitude of the information signal changes, the frequency of the carrier changes correspondingly. A. AM. B. FM. C. PM. D. None of these. Answer, B. FM. 8. How many carrier frequencies are used in QPSK? A. 0. B. 2. C. 1. D. None of these. Answer, B. 2. 9. Which of the following is not a digital to analog conversion? A. FSK. B. ASK. C. AM. D. PSK. Answer, C. AM. 10. Blank conversion is the process of changing one of the characteristics of an analog signal based on the information in the digital data. A. Analog to analog. B. Digital to digital. C. Digital to analog. D. Analog to digital. Answer, C. Digital to analog. 11. If the baud rate is 400 for a QPSK signal, the bit rate is blank BPS. A. 100. B. 400. C. 800. D. 1600. Answer, C. 800. 12. In blank, the phase of the carrier is varied to represent two or more different signal elements. Both peak amplitude and frequency remain constant. A. PSK. B. FSK. C. ASK. D. QAM. Answer, A. PSK. 13. Which of the following is not an analog to analog conversion? A. QAM. B. AM. C. PM. D. FM. Answer, A. QAM. 14. How many carrier frequencies are used in BASK? A. 0. B. 1. C. 2. D. None of these. Answer, B. 1. 15. Quadrature amplitude modulation, QAM, is a combination of blank A. PSK and FSK. B. ASK and FSK. C. ASK and PSK. D. None of these. Answer, C. ASK and PSK. 16. In blank, the frequency of the carrier signal is varied to represent data. Both peak amplitude and phase remain constant. A. ASK. B. FSK. C. PSK. D. QAM. Answer, B. FSK. 17. If the bit rate for an ASK signal is 1200 bps, the baud rate is blank. A. 1200. B. 600. C. 400. D. 300. Answer, A. 1200. 18. The constellation diagram of BPSK has blank dots. A. 0. B. 1. C. 2. D. None of these. Answer, C. 2 dots. 19. The constellation diagram of QPSK has blank dots. A. 4. B. 2. C. 1. D. None of these. Answer, A. 4 dots. 20. In blank, the peak amplitude of one signal level is 0, the other is the same as the amplitude of the carrier frequency. A. OK. B. PSK. C. FSK. D. None of these. Answer, A. OK. 21. If the bit rate for a 16 QAM signal is 4000 bps, what is the baud rate? A. 1200. B. 1000. C. 400. D. 300. Answer, B. 1000. 22. ASK, PSK, FSK, and QAM are examples of blank conversion. A. Analog to analog. B. Digital to digital. C. Analog to digital. D. Digital to analog. Answer, D. Digital to analog. 23. If the bit rate for an FSK signal is 1200 bps, the baud rate is blank. A. 1200. B. 600. C. 400. D. 300. Answer, A. 1200. 24. The constellation diagram of BASK has blank dots. A. 0. B. 1. C. 2. D. None of these. Answer, C. 2 dots. 25. The Federal Communications Commission, FCC, allows blank kilohertz for each AM station. A. 20. B. 10. C. 5. D. None of these. Answer, B. 10 kHz. 26. How many carrier frequencies are used in BFSK? A. 2. B. 1. C. 0. D. None of these. Answer, A. 2. 27. In blank transmission, the phase of the carrier signal is modulated to follow the changing voltage level, amplitude, of the modulating signal. A. AM. B. FM. C. PM. D. None of these. Answer, C. PM. 28. Blank conversion is the representation of analog information by an analog signal. A. Analog to analog. B. Digital to digital. C. Analog to digital. D. Digital to analog. Answer, A. Analog to analog. 29. In blank transmission, the carrier signal is modulated so that its amplitude varies with the changing amplitudes of the modulating signal. A. PM. B. FM. C. AM. D. None of these. Answer, C. AM. 30. In QAM, both blank of a carrier frequency are varied. A. Phase and frequency. B. Amplitude and phase. C. Frequency and amplitude. D. None of these. Answer, B. Amplitude and phase. 31. Blank uses two carriers, one in phase and the other quadrature. A. QAM. B. BASK. C. FSK. D. PSK. Answer, A. QAM. 32. Given an AM radio signal with a bandwidth of 10 kHz and the highest frequency component at 705 kHz, what is the frequency of the carrier signal? A. 710 kHz. B. 705 kHz. C. 700 kHz. D. Cannot be determined from given information. Answer, C. 700 kHz. 33. A constellation diagram shows us the blank of a signal element, particularly when we are using two carriers, one in phase and one quadrature. A. Amplitude and frequency. B. Amplitude and phase. C. Frequency and phase. D. None of the above. Answer, B. Amplitude and phase. 34. If the baud rate for a 64 QAM signal is 2000, what is the bit rate? A. 12,000. B. 1000. C. 400. D. 300. Answer, A. 12,000.